Hello and welcome back to TF1 See the Formula 1 chat. Today we're going to be talking about Felipe Drugovich's championship win and Italian Grand Prix F2 Italian Grand Prix review. It's kind of what we've known for ages now, isn't it? Drugovich was going to win the championship. He's finally confirmed it here though.
Sum up this weekend in one word.
Felipe Drugovich.
Chaos. Absolute
Yeah,
carnage.
fair enough. I don't really remember. They both feel like they didn't happen.
We lost.
I don't know what happened this weekend.
It was 8 or 9 drivers. Also, we'll get into it later, but we lost 8 or 9
In
drivers
the
in the feature.
We lost 8, yeah.
The championship winner was out of the race and still won the championship. It was chaos from start to finish.
I genuinely don't know how to discuss the weekend. I think it's easier if we just go through the championship. So I don't know what happened.
Go on then.
Because if you look at it, Felipe Drugovich won it. Nothing in the sprint, 6 in the feature, overtook Cordeal late in that race, didn't he? A very well-deserved championship. The fact he's on 239 points, the closest is Pourchaire, 164.
I mean, Pourchaire had it handed to him on a plate and he cussed it out.
He's had a chance to attack Drugovich late season.
Crashing in quali in Zandvoort when Drugovich didn't put in a great lap was a perfect opportunity. The sprint here, Drugovich is out. He had to get to 6th to deny Drugovich the championship, and he couldn't do it. And it just
he's took 5 points in 3 rounds.
And as
in the last 3 rounds,
that proves it. And
nothing this weekend.
Take nothing away from Felipe Drugovich. He's driven superbly, but Theo Pourchaire has really been poor. Been poor this second half of the season and has cost himself the championship.
And then Sargeant P3. I think it's harsh he's not higher.
Again, since
so
France,
obviously we do still have a round to go, so you never know. But 5 points in the sprint, should have been more, but of course he didn't get off the line very well. No. And then in the feature, nothing. Unfortunate collision between him and Jack Doohan. I think that comes down on Daruvala.
Yeah.
I don't see a way. People like on comms, they were saying, "Oh, Doohan's broke too late." Daruvala literally moves in the brake zone. What is Doohan supposed to do? And then Doohan and Sargeant, unfortunate casualties of the incident.
Yeah, it was just an absolute.
It was such
Sargeant
a weird
season.
start.
France obviously lost the engine at the pit stop. That he was on for a feature race win there, or at least a podium. Hungary just had a stinker. Yeah. Belgium he crashed. Zandvoort he crashed.
I think Sargeant Doohan's the most unlucky drivers this campaign. Then if you look at P4 Iwasa, I don't know how he's ended up there. He's looked really good in qualifying, but his race pace hasn't always been there. A podium, a third here and a third at Zandvoort when other drivers have got unlucky. I mean, Doohan pole here got screwed by his car fucking up, and then Zandvoort, easy P2 if he wasn't wiped out by the Lawson train of nightmares. Just terrible. But Doohan's not even 5th anymore. It's Daruvala, who... How is he there?
What has he done?
He's scored genuinely 20% of his points in this one race. That is mental.
What's going on?
He's not done anything this year, and he's somehow 5th. A point ahead of Doohan in 6th. Fittipaldi 7th. I think that's just. He's been impressive this season. Yeah. I'd say better than Daruvala. Lawson now P8, a point behind Enzo Fittipaldi.
I mean, that man got...
Fittipaldi's 4th.
Great quality. On
avoided
Friday,
trouble off the start.
And then bloody Eurovic.
I mean, he was kind of handed first when Doohan didn't start at all, thanks to his car. Yeah, of course. Lawson's not going to go, come on, Doohan.
It's all just stop, doing it on the line. No, and then Eurovic just decided to punt him off. Spinning round, giving wing damage. That was his race run.
Yeah, then P9, Frederick Vesti now sits 5 points behind Lawson.
I'm not having Eurovic on the grid next year.
He's quick but chaotic.
Yeah, and racist.
Vesti,
so that's a point for
okay. Vesti, P9, 5 points behind Lawson.
Again, P2 here today.
He's not.
I'm noticing most of the drivers that are up there now are the ones who
benefited from the carnage.
Vesti, Iwasa, Fittipaldi. Let me guess, next is Hauser.
It's Vips in P10 who took the sprint race win yesterday.
How did that happen?
Because he's quick. Hauger, P11.
Yeah, again he took P5 today.
10 points for him today. Yeah, that's a good 10% of his points this year. Then Armstrong has kind of been shuffled down the order thanks to everyone else doing well. He took nothing from this weekend, but at least he's got a podcast.
What happened to it? He got a 10-second stop and go and a 10-second because I don't know what he was doing with that pit lane entry.
I don't know if I loved it.
He cut across because his safety car gets called out, so he cuts across the whole bollarded area. You have to go round the ball, just go straight across
a 10-second and then a 10-second stop in the game.
He couldn't slow it down.
I genuinely think the stewards just went, what can we give him here? Can we give him everything?
And then I think they pressed
Select all.
I think they pressed the wrong button for Jurjevic. I don't think they meant to give Jurjevic a 10-second stop and go. No. Equally, he completely ruined Lawson's race.
But yeah, I guess you're right there. Verschoor, again, I've not seen...
He's fair.
This is lower than he should have.
Yeah.
If you look at earlier this season, Spielberg, I believe it was, where he won and then was disqualified for not having enough fuel in the car. I mean, it's a bit of a joke. I think Verschoor deserves a step up. Will he get that? Probably not. But you've got to think that Trident team could be decent next year.
Definitely.
You'd imagine that Verschoor will stay.
Could do a replacing one or two.
Stanek in for Williams?
Yeah.
I think that...
Who's the other Trident?
Callum Williams, isn't it?
Oh, there's a turn then.
But if you take out, I think a pairing of Stanek and Verschoor...
That's quick.
...would be very efficient. And let's take the people...
Maloney?
Oh, actually, yeah, no, sorry, not Stanek, Maloney.
Even quicker.
Yeah, much better driver. I think if you take the people who run the F3 team, let's send them all to F2, because the F2 outfit are completely useless, and the F3 guys win everything. So, I mean, quick little switch.
Yeah.
Verschoor wins the championship. Boschung P14, considering he's only took part in about 9 races this year.
He got smacked.
Not even that. He's
smacked out this weekend.
Yeah. I could see him feeling his
back. Yeah, his back's gone again.
You've got to imagine he'll be gone next year. He can't even complete a race without putting his back out.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah. But
you could see, as soon as he crashed, he got out of the car and he's immediately holding his back. You know, oh god, it's gone again.
Yeah. P15, Novalak. It's been an okay debut. He's been massively outshone by his teammates, scoring 239, considering he scored 38.
Also, compared to the other rookies of Doohan and that, and
201 points difference between him and his teammate.
Same machinery.
Yeah, I mean they are all in equal
machinery. There's something about Drugovich and MP that is different. I don't know what it is, but it's very quick.
Yeah, who do you think will replace Drugovich?
Smoljar, Kellett.
But is Smoljar ready for the step up? Will he just lock up and let Martins through? So that could be. Yeah, maybe so.
Get Brad Benavides in the car then.
To be fair, can't do worse than Liam Lawson.
Oh, no, shut up.
And then Jake Hughes, 16th.
Yeah, obviously he couldn't
The fact
compete.
he's only,
he couldn't compete in the last few races because he had other championships to focus on.
Yeah, I forgot he even started the season, but he's not raced since Spielberg.
Because obviously he's been focusing on WEC.
I imagine he's also not going to be in F2 next year then. He's a decently quick driver, but it makes more sense to... He's not going to make F1.
I don't know when he comes on the championship, but I want to talk about the Beckman Cordeal.
Mate, David Beckman, P17. He's a part-time driver. He should have a permanent seat next season. Yeah. He's better than most of the
scrap here.
Crap at the bottom.
He was told to let Cordeal through. He said, no, I'm not doing that, and Cordeal then put it in the gravel.
Cordeal, P21 on the championship.
That man is not a good driver.
He's been outscored by 2, I think, drivers that have only done half... 3 drivers that have done half the races. Because Beckman's barely done any of the races. He's had such a weird campaign. Mehi competed just 1 round where he scored points, and that 15 puts him ahead of the likes of Caldwell, Cordeal, Sarto, Williams, Bollock Bassi, who I know didn't get many races.
Yeah, I feel bad for Bollock Bassi. But he shouldn't have been replaced by Calderon.
Right, Caldwell, Cordeal, Sarto and Williams should not be in F2 next year's season. I'm going to extend that to Roy Nassani as well, obviously.
She only came for a part-time, but I'll add Tatiana Calderon to that as well.
Yes, let's stop putting crap drivers in Formula 2, please. Because it ruins it. There's so many good F3 drivers who can take the step up.
They're less chaotic.
And there's many good F2 drivers who have to spend half the season doing nothing because they've got no money.
Yeah.
Let's just give them some money, please. Can we get these guys some money?
The problem is, though, you don't see the good F3 drivers in the Charouse.
But I do.
Exactly. No, Fittipaldi's...
Imagine how competitive this season would be if you've only got good drivers in there. It's equal machinery.
I guess, well, hats off to Felipe Drugovich.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about Felipe Drugovich this season. Unstoppable.
Phenomenal.
I think there's not a single round where he's failed to score points.
Phenomenal from start to finish.
This was his lowest scoring round.
Yeah.
And he still scored 6 points.
It's exemplary from, and I think I am a firm believer.
I want 6 points about Spielberg.
That man should have a seat in Formula One.
Okay, 5 points.
Obviously, he has been seen in the Aston Martin caravans.
I think he'll be a reserve
for Aston Martin
for 2 years, and then Alonso will finally call it a day. 50 probably. That's when Alonso goes to Mercedes or something. Waiting. Yeah, I think. I still think Drugovich should be looking at Haas, banging on the door. They don't seem to be happy with Mick.
I think he's got to put a foot in there, or at least get some toes in that door.
2 foot Mick Schumacher.
No.
Runs in the
door. Yeah, he's got to put his foot in the door. Let him know
I think he should be trying to get that Haas seat. I think it's the one that seems most doable. Maybe Merck. Hamilton's underperformed.
Yeah, put the pressure on. Get your foot in the door. See what happens.
But if you're looking at free seat...
it'd be phenomenal to see a Brazilian driver on the F1 grid.
Yeah, we've not seen one for years, since Felipe Massa. What?
Didn't he do a race or two?
I think he has raced in Formula 1, yes, but so is Felipe Nasra. But I was going to mention the good ones. Felipe Massa, not Nasra, or Nato.
Well, if we're mentioning the good ones, maybe Senna.
In recent years, not the crap ones, like whatever we've had recently.
Nasra.
But yeah, Drugovich deserves a seat in F1. 100%. Will he get one? I don't think so.
Pourchaire, I don't think so either. Pourchaire again, obviously not. He said not competing F2.
I don't think he deserves an F1 seat.
And if he replaces Shogun,
he's not done enough.
That is daylight robbery. Or if they do it at night time, it's just a normal robbery.
Okay, but I think he should be. I think Pourchaire to FE. That would excite me. Maserati
to replace Nick De Vries, who is going to
Alpine. That's my punt. I think Alpine will take De Vries for a year, knowing that Doohan will win the championship in 2023 in F2, because that's the formality, or he'll come second to Sargeant. Either way, they'll both deserve the step up. Then I think Williams will take Mick, and Haas will then go for...
No, Williams will take Sargeant, surely, in 2 years.
No, they'll take Mick for now. And then Haas...
Because Latifi cannot be in that car next
I don't know who Haas are going to get. Because for Alpine...
Haas have got options.
They're also looking at Pierre Gasly, aren't they, Alpine?
Yeah.
And I think that's a very good option, but it does sort of rule Jack Doohan out of a seat.
If you're Haas, I think you've got to look at De Vries, Drugovich...
Yeah.
Any driver that leaves all the other teams. Haas have got a lot of options.
Though Laurent Rossi has said that they won't make the same mistake with Piastri that they don't make the same mistake with Doohan that they did with Piastri. That they will find him a seat in F1, which I think is interesting. I think that potentially bodes for a Haas seat.
Maybe.
So maybe another season of Mick Schumacher and then Jack Doohan comes in on a loan deal. Potentially Alpine give him a Renault engine, make the Haas even slower. Just try and ruin the Haas team.
Yeah.
Poor Jack Doohan. No, Jack Doohan's going to be different gravy in Formula 1 when he gets
Formula 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, Abu Dhabi's completely pointless in terms of the actual winning the
championship.
championship.
Well, we'll probably just do a predictions video. I'm going to tell you now who my winner's going to be in that race. He rhymes with Troy Bassani. So, look out for that one. Oh yeah, interesting that one.
Well, back booing.
Yeah, but I think he'll come second.
Well, boy, doing on pole this weekend, he's just doing what he does best.
Yeah, just a shame he can't convert it because that UNI is a shitbox.
It is.
I mean, nothing at Zandvoort.
Well, I guess
thanks to Lawson.
We'll be back in a few months.
4 points here, yeah. No more Formula 2 until December. Yeah.
We'll still have Formula 1 and W Series. Obviously, still not over.
Yeah, well, we've still
got who's going to win that championship.
3 rounds. 3 rounds there.
Yeah, let me hazard a guess.
Has Chadwick won that yet?
No.
There's 4, isn't there?
There's one more. Come on,
hang on.
It's not over yet.
Yeah. Anyway, F1 will be out after this. It's kind of been F3 was an end of season 1. This feels like an end of season 1.
Yeah.
It's not. Which has stunned me, but yeah. Just having a quick look at the W Series Championship to see whether we do actually have any rounds left. Or any points.
It's not finished, is it?
No, I don't think it has. I mean, Chadwick is on 143 and
definitely
Powell's on 68. No, there are rounds left.
To say.
But I'm just saying whether there's any point to the rounds. Like, Chadwick's won everything. Mexico, Austin and Singapore. So there are only 3 rounds left.
So Chadwick's won.
Hang on, there's 2 at Mexico though, so there's still 100 points up for grabs.
So Chadwick hasn't won it.
But
so
Chadwick can win at Singapore.
Wait,
in a month.
She needs to be in an F3 seat next year. Has to be.
Yes.
Has to be. There's no... Sorry, what I watched, Benavidez and Laszlo Toth and this Alessandro Fernando geezer, get them out.
The problem is, I feel like she's going to end up in like a Carlin with Brad Benavidez.
No, not with Brad. Get Brad out.
Because like, Prema...
Enzo Trulli, I can't watch any more of him.
Prema are probably still going to have a 25-year-old Arthur Leclerc.
Yeah.
They've got to promote Andrea Kimi Antonelli. You'd imagine James Wharton will also come up if Behrman and Coward step up, and you've got drivers like Colapinto who's going to step up. There's so many things. Yeah, of course. Let's get Jamie Chadwick into F3.
I think she'll do well. Shot. I don't think she'll get...
big news, of course. Abby pulling Terica Babicova. Can't remember the other 2. Al Quabassi, I think her name is, who's racing an ADAC F4 this weekend. But yeah, there's 4 female drivers testing Formula 3 cars, which is massive progress. Manicourt, yeah. Exciting to see. But yeah, that is all for today. Make sure to join us, in a 2 months' time or so for the F2 finale. We will have our F1 review out shortly after this one. Where it's probably hopefully us going, Max Verstappen has won it.
Maybe. Right,
you never know. We've not actually seen the F1 when we're recording this one.
No,
so
we have seen qualifying, so...
I mean, in our preview for F1, though, I said Alex Albon's going to win. He's not even there.
Yeah.
But yeah, look out for that later.
Get well soon, Alex Albon.
Of course. Right. I think that's all the messages now. Thank you all very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.